What's going on, guys? Back here again with another video. I've decided that I'm going to mix in a lot of content for what I have going in my shop, as well as, my own personal stuff such as the CRX and the Civic and whatnot. So today we got something a little different. It's definitely not a Honda. It's kind of big. It's got 2 more cylinders, and I think it's going to be fun. What we have here is a Pontiac G8. So this is a customer's car. It's an 08 Pontiac G8 GT, and it currently has an LS2, which is a 6.0 for all you non-Chevy people that don't really understand how all that stuff works, with L92 heads. It has a Rick Crawford cam in it, JBA 1 3/4 inch long tube headers, Magnaflow catback exhaust, 6L80 trans, otherwise untouched. And the car, in as you see it current form, went 12.3 at 115. Now what we have going on it is all this good stuff right here. What we have here is a CTSV LSA with a ZL1 lid that we've had these dash 10 bungs added on, and it's been reinforced. And then we have ID 1050X injectors that we're putting on it, along with this F1i fuel pressure regulator. He got everything brand new from GM associated with the blower so that everything fits. We will be doing a new fuel setup with dual pumps and full dash 8 throughout the whole car. He's also bought an ATI pulley that has been 5% overdriven, and I think that's it for all the parts. But the end goal, hopefully, is to I think the world record right now for a G8 LSA not on nitrous is 944 at like 153. So the end goal is to hopefully get close to that, or maybe even beat it. So right now what I'm gonna do is we're going to put the LSA on, put the fuel system in, get all that done, and we're gonna get all the bugs worked out. Anything that's gonna happen, let it happen now. And then in next month, we're gonna take it back down, send the blower out to get ported, and we're gonna change the intercooler setup a little bit on it. And we're gonna go, I think safely it'll probably make 650 on 93 pump gas as it sits with the blower setup. And then we're going to go E85, and we're gonna tune it with a new thing. He actually introduced it to me. I've never heard of it before, but it's called an inner chiller, if I remember correctly. And basically they use Freon from the AC system to cool the intake charge for the supercharger, which, I mean, it sounds genius to me, and I'm pretty excited to see how it works. So that's what we're gonna end up doing then. But right now, if it'll make 600, 650, probably run high 10s, maybe mid 10s. I know Faster Prom's Jeremy, he went 10.1 in his Caprice, which is pretty much the exact same setup, except his is ported. If I remember correctly, obviously they ported it, and I think that's it. They might have bigger injectors, but otherwise it's pretty much the same exact build as Uncle Sam. So maybe we have our own personal Uncle Sam, except this one's name is USS Ticonderoga. She's a big boat, and it's a aircraft carrier. So yeah, stay tuned for more. The CRX is currently on hold, waiting on some parts. I need my header, traction bar, and some other stuff. And I need to paint the bay and do all of that stuff. But for right now, motor's in and it can stay there. Alright, so first things first, we gotta get the intake manifold off. I'm going to pull the fuel rails because we have the ZL1 fuel rail to go, or fuel rails to go with the blower. We are going to get the heater hoses out of the way. We're going to get the intake tube out of the way. Then after that, we're going to pull the water pump because we have the LS3 water pump that's clearance for the pulleys already. And then we're going to pull all the belts off, get the crank pulley off, throw the ATI pulley on, get the new water pump on, and then we might even get to set the supercharger in place. We'll see how far along we get. But for now, we're going to start tear down and go from there. Alright, so I got the intake all off. I started taking the radiator and cooling fan off, and I'm just at a point where I don't really want to continue working for the night because it's been a long day. So I'm going to leave it here and we'll go from there. Next step, once we get all that stuff out, I have to put the water pump on. And also I have to, in order for the LSA blower to fit on the LS2, you have to grind down this little dowel pin right here so that it's flush, because otherwise it makes it stick up and it'll cause a boost leak and it'll probably not even run. So we got to get that ground down flush, and then from there we'll get the blower on and all the accessories and all of this fun stuff. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for tonight. I am done. Tomorrow we'll be back at it and I'm going to continue tearing into it. Until then, like, subscribe, share. Do it for Dale.